Hello everybody, Flying Scotsman 4472 back here with another video, and today's video is on some things that I got when I was buying lots and engines. And so we're going to get into the first model, which is not a Thomas Wooden Railway item. This is the only non-Thomas Wooden Railway item, and it, is Trackmaster Hank. So I bought this for fairly cheap compared to what Hank goes for. Usually goes for like somewhat around $50. I bought this one for like 30. It was up for like a day. But I bought it, and you're probably wondering why I bought this one instead of the Wooden Railway one. Well, I just love the design of this Trackmaster Hank model. It just looks so accurate to Hank, at least this version does. I know the later one doesn't look as accurate, but this just looks so much like Hank. Now, there is one thing that I've already done as a modification. I've taken off the back coupling, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a magnet back here so that it can hook up to my Wooden Railway stuff. And I've also shortened the coupling, which it's also permanent. I took the back coupling and I put it here. And don't worry, I still have the couplings. So if I ever want to use these, I can. But here's Hank. He did have a battery in him, and he does work. I just took the battery out. But yeah, he does work though. So I don't know, maybe you'll see him appear in a video. Maybe I'll do a remake of Heave-Ho Hank. I don't know. I just really like this Hank, and the face is just amazing. Like, that looks just like Hank's face, the model's face, not necessarily CGI face. But I just wish more Trackmaster models look like this. I mean, look, it's got the correct wheel configuration, and it's not like the stupid Adventures wheels. It's like actual looking wheels with definition, even if they don't turn. This thing's just gorgeous. Either way, let's get on to the next set of items. So, the next set of items is a pair of items I've been needing for a long time, but I have not had up until now. And that is the Thomas Wooden Railway Troublesome Trucks. So, I've been wanting these for years, and I finally got them because I found them for around $30, which these things usually go for around $50, so I didn't mind. And you're gonna say, oh, well, they're worn and stuff. This one's worn, and you'll even see that in later parts of the video. But I'm like, they're freight cars. I don't care. So yeah, and I don't care if my stuff's a little worn. Like, I really don't. But yeah, I mean, this one still works. Still works. Face is great. The detail on these are just awesome. By the way, I have cleaned all of these. They all have been Clorox wiped and basically bleached just to make sure that they're not contaminated. So yeah. But yeah, they look really nice. This is really nice. So yeah, I'm very happy to finally have these guys with me. So yeah, I don't know. Next thing. Now, these next items were all from one lot that I bought for $19. So we're going to start off with probably the least interesting item, the flower car. So I'm pretty sure this is the flower car from the set that came with Chocolate Rickety. However, all I got was the flower car, which I'm fine with. I like it. This looks like rock or something, so I'm perfectly fine with it. It's just confusing that this was the only thing. But, I mean, yeah, it's still a good car. I like it. I like the colors of blue. I like that says Ellsbridge Flower. The actual cargo piece is really nicely molded. It does have a magnet, so I can use it with Cranky, I guess. I don't know. Either way, still good. It says flower on the bottom. So yeah. Next, we have a fairly beaten up Sodor Line caboose. This was a nice little accessory with the lot. It is beaten up, but I don't really care. Again, it's caboose. whatever. And if I want to repaint it, I can. I don't know if I will. I probably will. And I'll just repaint it gray to look like a brake van from the show. But, I mean, yeah, still looks good, though. Still really nice looking. So, yeah, and it's the yellow one. And all I have is the red one, so nice to have that. Next, we have another ballast car. This one came in this lot. It was another ballast truck. So I'm very happy. This one is a bit more damaged. As you can see, there's like cracks and stuff, but I don't really care. It's another ballast car. And if anything, it gives it more character. So now I have 3 troublesome trucks, or 2 ballast cars. So very nice. I'm very happy. So yeah. Now we're gonna get on to the next one. And that is the Thomas birthday card. And there is a other piece that goes with it. The birthday Thomas. Now this isn't going to be the last piece of rolling stock we look into, but since I was looking at this, I wanted to just look at this. Here's the Thomas. It's obviously not in the best condition. I don't really care. I still like the look of the Thomas. And the main part that's special is basically undamaged besides this little part right here on both sides, so I don't care. It's still a nice piece to add to my collection. Birthday Thomas on the bottom. So yeah, looks nice. And here's the birthday car. Again, not in the best of condition, but still looks nice and still has the opening door. So, wrong way. So still very happy with that. So yeah. And now we come to the final pieces of rolling stock, and that is the aquarium cars. These I was not actively looking for, they just came in the lot, but I'm very happy that I have them. I like them. If you guys know, I already have one version of the aquarium cars, and that was the earlier version, which were like the more boxcar looking ones. They were purple and blue, and they looked a lot more like boxcars. In fact, I use them for things like the Flying Kipper in my series and stuff like that because they look like boxcars of fish. And that's what I'll probably use these for, is stuff like boxcars and whatever. But I'm very happy to have these because it's nice. Because now I can have like an aquarium train, and that's kind of cool. Like, it comes with the aquarium train of 2 tankers and a brake van. And if I got the Thomas Wood aquarium cars, I could have 2 tankers, 2 boxcars, and a tanker and a truck, which I think would just be cool to have an aquarium train. So I might do that. I might try and get the Thomas Wood versions of the aquarium cars and the Mattel versions and compare all 4 versions that, as far as I know, exist. I don't know, there might be more. But I mean, they are nice. They still have all their liquid in them, most of the liquid at least, which I was shocked about. I thought these things were going to be drained. They are definitely not in the best condition, but I don't mind that. I think they're fine. If I do, I'll go back and repaint their bases, but they're fine. So yeah, look nice. That one has a bit of dirt around the wheels though, so I might have to go back and reclean that. But yeah. And now we get into the engine. So we're gonna start off with our boy Thomas. This is a just standard 2003 Thomas. He's nice looking. His face is nice. This is my Thomas. I had him over here because I was going to do a size comparison with Hank, and then I forgot. So, here's Hank. Here's Thomas. Another reason why I wanted Hank. He looks more like he does in the show and how big he is. But yeah. So yeah, these are nice. It looks nice. I'll probably turn this into a custom. I don't know, custom Thomas or E2 or, I don't know, Timothy the Ghost Engine or something. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not going to turn this because this is my Thomas from when I was a kid. This is never changing. This is staying the way it is. So, yeah. Then we have another character that I already own. We have Trevor. This is pretty beaten up. So, yeah. Just a pretty beaten up Trevor the Traction Engine. I am thinking of changing this one into a custom, definitely. I'm thinking of either the black Traction Engine, because I see that one in fan projects a lot, and I do like the colors of the black Traction Engine. Or I've seen somebody do this, I forget who did it, but somebody did. They turned a Trevor into a custom Theo, which I'm not against because I actually like Theo. So I might actually do that one because I like Theo. So yeah. Either that or I'll turn it into Fergus, because this definitely is more in scale with like a Fergus from the Thomas show. But yeah. Then we get into the characters I actually don't have, which is the reason why I bought this lot. First we have Denny's. I got Dennis because I always liked his design. I always thought he was cool. He's a little yellow around the face, but I don't really care. He's actually in pretty good condition, which means the kid who had these probably did not play with Dennis a lot. He looks good. I like him. Gray wheels. Not much to say. Besides, he Dennis. So yeah. Next we have Otha, the who runs his fish branch line. He is actually in probably the best condition out of any of the wooden railway engines that I got, because I'm assuming he was not played with a lot. His face is basically perfect. There is not that many wood chips along his body. Most of these are probably just from sitting in a box of other wooden trains. Like he's in extremely good condition. So very happy about that, because I do prefer to have my engines look a little bit more neat. So yeah, like these are fine. Like I'm fine with these. So now we come to probably the most hated one, and you're probably asking, why did I get this one? 2003 2005 Stepney, I think, is when he was introduced. This is the later version of Stepney. Why did I get this? Well, one, it already was coming in the lot, and since it was also coming with Arthur and Dennis, I thought, that's a nice third character to get along with it. But also, I really want a Stepney, and this was just the one that I saw. So I know it's not the best looking Stepney, and believe me, I do like the 90s version better, but oh well. It's not the most well kept. It's definitely beaten up a little bit, but I don't know. I don't really care. It's in good enough condition to the point where I can use it, so I don't care. And the face is still basically perfect. So yeah. And then finally was a sort of mysterious one, because I didn't even know I was getting this item. I was not told by the owner, so this was either a bonus item or just an extra item thrown in that he found. Hero. But it's not the 2009 version, because I actually have that one, because I bought it back when it first came out. I have an original Hero. This is the Mattel Hero, and you can tell that from one, all of the curves on it, which make it look like clay, and the face, which is a lot more CGI, because if you don't know, the faces on the original ones, actually I'll get into that later, but he is in really good condition. He is actually probably the best condition model, because I'm assuming he was not played with a lot. So still looks freaking great, and I'm glad it wasn't just the same Hero. So yeah. This is plastic bogeyed version, so it's not 2017 version. I'm assuming this one is from like 2013. I don't know why I'm looking at the wheels, because they would just say Ghislaine 2012. But yeah, I mean, he looks great. I mean, he's Hero. He looks great. So yeah, let's compare him to my personal 2009 model, which is the original one produced by Learning Curve for like 4 years. So first off, the faces are very different, and there is a reason for that. This face is based off his model face. This face is based off his CGI face. If you're wondering what I mean by his model face, you see, back when Hero of the Rails was originally going to be made, it was going to be made using models, and so they sculpted a Hero face that looked like this. Unfortunately, they decided to go, or actually not unfortunately, but they decided to move to CGI. So this face was later just used for all the promotional art and merchandise and all that, And this face was used on this one, as well as the sad version of this face was used on the Patchwork Hero, or the Lost and Found Hero. Victor and Kevin also had their own versions of happy faces, which were used on their respective models. And these are probably my favorite faces. I prefer this to this, because this face is based purely off the CGI one. I don't know why they didn't just keep this one, because this one just looks like Hero to me, but whatever. Obviously the colors on mine are a bit more faded because I've had this one for like over 10 years. But one thing you will notice is that all of the edges are a lot more round on the Mattel model. And I don't know why they did this. I heard it was because to prevent weathering or something. I don't really see how it would do that, but okay. But I do prefer the sharper edges, because the cab is a perfect example of this. If you look at the cab, this looks like a train cab. This looks like a piece of clay. Like, the rounded edges just look like it was molded, and it doesn't quite look right to me. I do prefer the straight edges. I think it just looks better. Will I use this hero in my series if I were to ever use him? Probably, because he's in the better in condition, but I do prefer this hero. And who knows, I might actually continue using this hero, because I love this one. This is my childhood hero, and this one is just a nice little one to add on to the collection. I do plan to get a new version of this hero so that I can have one with the original face. But yeah, that is the entire bunch of stuff I got, so we're just gonna get all of it on the table. I don't know how much of this I can actually fit on my review area. We're getting all the engines in here. And finally, my favorite out of all of them. So yeah, either way, thank you for watching, everybody, and I'll see y'all next time.